We're joined today by Golf World's Ron Sirak, who's covered 44 LPGA majors in his career, 10 RICOH Women's British Opens, and 6 golf tournaments here at St. Andrews, the home of golf. Ron, thanks for joining us. Just talk about the LPGA being here for the second time at the old course at St. Andrews.
Well, one of the things that struck me is how much the tournament's grown in the 6 years since it was here in 2007. RICOH has really stepped up to the plate, and there's probably twice as much infrastructure here as there was in 2007. And this really has the feel now of a major championship. You know, part of what the LPGA was looking for when they made the Women's British a major championship was to upgrade the venues and upgrade the facilities. And that criteria has definitely been met.
Ron, you've seen a lot of things in the time that you've covered golf. You covered Annika, Tiger, many historic moments. Put into perspective what Inbee faced coming into this week, and now 8 shots back with 2 rounds to play. What do you think her chances are?
Well, you know, first off, let's get to the point where everybody was making too much of a big deal, I thought, about semantics around what it was going to be a Grand Slam or wasn't going to be a Grand Slam. The only thing that mattered, no one, male or female, has ever won 4 professional majors in a season. So this was truly, truly remarkable. I've been astounded at how well she dealt with the pressure coming in. To go out on Thursday in the first round and birdie 6 of the first 10 holes was astounding. She was so calm out there. Is she too far back now? You know, she got a bad break on Friday. She played in the worst of the wind. Maybe she gets a good break today. She tees off 2 hours and 10 minutes before Na Choi does. Maybe she gets some somewhat benign conditions, and then maybe it gets worse later on. One of the great things about a British Open, whether it's the men's or the women's, is the quirkiness of the event. There is no event where luck plays a bigger role. Bad bounces, bad weather. You know, we just have to see how the conditions are.
The second big storyline this week, of course, is the Solheim Cup team announcements that come on Sunday. We both saw Meg Mallon earlier this week. I think her head might be spinning just a little bit with the scenarios. Can you walk us through your views on who she might pick and who might qualify for that team?
Well, first off, she's got to be thrilled with the performance of her players. She's got about a dozen potential Solheim Cup members who made the cut, and that's more than twice as many as the European side has had. You know, I think that we're pretty solid on the 8 who are going to get in off the points, unless Morgan Pressel wins this tournament, which could happen, and then she could jump into the top 8. Lizette Salas has one of the Rolex picks pretty much wrapped up, and then you're coming down to Jennifer Johnson and Jarina Pilar and Michelle Wee for the other spots there. And Jennifer, having missed the cut, has put herself in a spot of bother there. I'd say right now there's a couple of dark horses. Danielle Kang and Nicole Castrali have shots to make the team. But right now, for the most part, it's looking like 13 for 12. And I'm thinking that we got Salas and Pressel getting the 2 Rolex picks, and then Pilar and Wee getting the 2 captains picks.
And finally, Ron, it's early in the day and the winds are already strong, forecasted to blow up to 40 today. Could we see somebody come from behind earlier today? Do you have a sleeper pick in mind?
Well, you know, we saw the golf course play a full 3 strokes harder on Friday than it played on Thursday. And as I said, the only person who really played in the afternoon in the wind and handled it was Na Choi. Sleeper picks, I think very quietly Lizette Salas has become a real solid player here. You know, she's gonna make the Solheim Cup team, and she's 6 shots back right now. That's not an insurmountable obstacle in these conditions.
Ron, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Mike.